for me. Getting into this role, showing me a lot of the ropes, understanding just where I'm at and where I need to be. Just kind of my azimuth right now. So thank you, Lexi. Been a huge help.
She was a good
Thanks,
one.
John.
You're welcome. Now you just keep eating, no? Shout out.
One more finish real quick.
See you with the-
Shout out to the PC crew. Kirby's been here pretty much every day. So is Heather. Heather's got a listing. Down in the Bardstown area, right? Bardstown area.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got, Bardstown, check her out. Adrian was first close we already talked about, but like, good job for the PC people who are showing up.
Yes.
Doing the work. So.
Yeah.
So you're saying people that show up at the PC have stuff going on?
Yeah, Adrian's one of them. Adrian
Amazing.
definitely has something going on.
Show up, do what you need to
And he's a
do.
firefighter. And he's a firefighter.
That's awesome.
Oh, wait,
Well, who is this?
Madison, this is Madison. She'll be right back.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Where'd she go?
She's our virtual
Madison.
DFI.
Yeah, we just have a Zoom screen at the front door. She just sits there and watches it all day.
Yeah, yeah.
It's actually probably that
Don't say that too loud. I was just kidding.
Madison, missing your moment.
Sorry, I need to. I had no idea.
You prepare your speech.
Yes.
You have
Tell us all
10,
about you.
you have 10 minutes.
No, that's too long, but I'm Madison, I'm taking over for Haley, I'm sure everybody knows, I'm excited to be here, I used to be a realtor. That was a while ago and I was very good at it, so now we're doing it. I do love Kelly Williamson, so I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you, Madison.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a great first confession. Yeah, you're killing it. Congrats to the Cappers, Terry and Jesse. We already kind of highlighted them, but first close for Adrian. Adrian. So, alright, so really what I want to get into for my section today is how to make AI your business partner. There's so much talk about AI and people seem to be on one side of the fence or the other. And whenever I'm speaking to AI, I always say please, I always say thank you. In case it ever does take over the world, I was always nice to it. But I just want to talk about how we can use AI within our business. And we'll go over a few slides talking about that. Once again, this is gaining leverage, is the whole goal of using AI. Is how do we gain leverage within our business? And then we're gonna talk about a couple different ways to do that. So as far as marketing and branding, you can do like personalized campaigns. One of the things that I'm trying to understand about AI is how can we incorporate it within our CRM? And I'm still tweaking and playing with it a little bit, and that's really what your experience is gonna be with AI. Is once you feel like you have a good understanding, something changes. And then you have to go like relearn some stuff and then understand what changes have been made. But one of the better things I've seen though is the content creation side. You can personalize your blogs to your area. So if you're targeting, let's say you want to send out a blog to this neighborhood that you've been farming, you can target that area, figure out what's going on in that neighborhood and the surrounding 5 miles. And you can target that blog to that specific area. That's been something that I was doing whenever I was in production with my blogs and my newsletters. The other thing that's really unique is your voice. So property description in your voice. If you start conversating with AI, with ChatGPT, it'll start to learn how you speak, which is weird. But then whenever it turns around and writes stuff, it's gonna sound like it's coming from you because you've been talking with it and conversating. And then at the bottom here, AI creates 2 tailored ad versions for the same property, one focusing on the modern kitchen for urban buyers, another showcasing the large backyard for families. And one of the biggest things that I see with agents is they try to do like a walkthrough of the house with their listing photos. That's not always the best best idea. What I'll often do is get with ChatGPT and say, hey, if you're a buyer in this price point, what are some of the highlights of these photos? And then it'll pick like 2 or 3, and then I typically agree with it. You might highlight the kitchen, because most buyers are just gonna look at the first 3 photos of the house and then scroll. So you really need to get the first 3 pretty sharp. I use this all the time for negotiation. I will say, I want you to act like the listing agent. And I'll even upload a picture of the property of the outside. I'll say, this is what the property is priced at. And then here is the bedroom stats. And I want you to act like the listing agent, and I'm gonna give you an offer, and then I want you to negotiate back and forth. I've done this so many times with AI that it does a really good job as acting as the other side of the deal. Typically, I'm like within 5 to 10,000 of what I think we're gonna end up at within negotiations. So I'll always do the deal simulations, and definitely if you're like in PC, I would definitely just do this. Just understand like how to negotiate back and forth. You can also use it for a listing that you have. In this market, this is probably the first time any of us, maybe, most of us, have been in a market that we're seeing price reductions. I know as long as I've been in real estate, it was listing a house and then getting offers for above asking, right? So we're finally switching and taking into a buyer's market. So you can use AI for pricing strategies, understand the timing of when to do that. And it'll give you market data, which is what I use it for all the time. This is something that I'm not very good at, is the client relationship builder. So I'm not great at all of the top buys. That's not really my strong suit, but although it does really strengthen the relationship with the client. But you can utilize this as far as client relationship building to follow up. Or you can use it during your prospecting. I might use it all the time for prospecting whenever I'm looking to try to get some more agents. And to bring them in here and understand what they're looking for. What do they currently have at their brokerage? I use it all the time for that, to understand their brokerage model. And then I use it for, hey, I want you to compare it to Keller Williams. It also shows you the client typically replies in the evening, and to send something out around 7:30, so then you can get a response. This is the big one, the time efficiency multiplier. This is really your biggest partner when it comes to that. You can pay people to take things off your plate, or you can utilize AI to do a lot of it. You're gonna see transaction management. I'm scared to do that. I've not tried it yet. I would personally probably go with transaction coordinator before doing this, but you're welcome to try it out.
Hey, Justin,
Yes,
do we have a partner who's a transaction coordinator?
yes. Was it 2? I'm sorry, it's 2 gals and a laptop. I was gonna say 2 girls and a laptop. 2 gals and a laptop. Yes, so the transaction management. I would much rather work with the transaction coordinator personally that I can speak with back and forth. This is the one that I was talking about, the voice action CRM. I'm understanding more about Command and how we can try to incorporate this into Command. I know that with.
Great question.
You got AI. So with voice action, for example, if I'm driving to, let's say I'm driving to work, I have 20 minutes. And I want to learn about something, I can click on the bottom right of my ChatGPT, and I can say, hey, I have 20 minutes before I get to work. I want you to give me a 101 level on the current market, and it will go for 20 minutes, telling me all about it. So you can use it for that. The scheduling reminders, I just use my calendar for it, I don't really need it for that, but you can utilize it for it as well. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a little example of this after the presentation, the visual and experiential design. So you can use it for staging as well. So I have done that in the past. One of the coolest things that I've been able to do with it though is if I'm flipping something, or if I have a client that needs to replace something, let's say that their kitchen is it's in bad shape. I will utilize AI, I'll take a picture of it, upload it into ChatGPT and say, hey, I want you to redesign this kitchen. That will make it look good for buyers to come in and see it. And they'll give you a design and then you can start altering things and changing things in that design. Go ahead.
On that note, I know you don't wanna put it in the marketing report. Remarks or anything, but can you ask it like? How much roughly it would cost for that?
Yeah.
in Lexington, Kentucky, and then
Yeah.
if you're showing a buyer, then you say, show them the picture and you say, roughly. $30,000.
Yeah, you can, yeah,
Okay.
it'll pull up different contractors and their typical prices for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you guys. I got a piece of land I'm looking to build a cabin on. And me and my wife, we put up a game, this is silly, but that we do this, but we both. Put the picture into ChatGPT and then we had 30 minutes to build a cabin. And then by the end of it, whoever saw my Facebook post, hers won like, I think 97% of the vote, so that was fun. Thanks, I'll show you guys this at the end. You guys can utilize this as a hyper local expert. So once again, tailor it to your region. We don't want data from New York. We don't want data from California. Get very specific with what you want from AI. It has the ability to do that, but you have to be the one to give it the prompt. You have to tell it exactly what you want. So as far as if you want data from this street, if you want data from this neighborhood, you have to tell it that, or else it's not gonna give it to you. Also, there was I'm trying to remember where this was, Harris, Kentucky. I believe, I forget what market I was in, but I was driving, and I kept seeing something about say no to this brewery that's supposed to be coming to town. Or sorry, distillery, and there was like signs all over the fences. I had no idea what was going on. This wasn't Paris, this was somewhere else. I can't remember where it was, but I didn't know what was coming, so I just put it in and it told me all about this local vote that's happening about this distillery coming or no. So I was very thankful, figure out what was going on because my client was moving because of it. Come to find out, I was going on a listing appointment, and that was why they're moving, because they're scared of their distillery. You can also do trend predictions, as far as interest rates, as far as pricing for houses. You can do all that with AI. Alright, so once again, AI can handle your data entry, your automation, figure out what systems and processes you have that you don't like doing and try to partner with AI to automate it. That is by far the best way to utilize AI and negate some of your own time back. You focus on relationships, negotiations, and client trust. AI is not gonna be, they're not gonna be the one that the client sees. They can help you in your content creation when it comes to talking with the client, but you're the one that is gonna get that done. And then together, faster deals, better insights, stronger brand. So I do want to go through here and show you guys this exercise that I did. Back here.
You can move that down. Yep.
Alright, so this is what it looked like to begin. Is this just grassy, hilly area? And then, like I said, 30 minutes, we start, this is like the very first thing that it puts out, is this. And we just start messing with it. This is mine, which did not turn out as good as my wife's. You can see it by the end of it. We're adding to it, we're changing colors, adding a porch swing, changing, here's the pricing. That you were asking about, so I was talking about, hey, what's this gonna cost me? So it goes through high end, mid range, low end, prefab, all of that. I then said, hey, I want you to design floor plans for me. So give me a floor plan that fits within 1,200 square feet, first floor, second floor. This many bedrooms, this many bathrooms. And then changing it white. And that's kind of the finished product. But that's just a way that I was using ChatGPT just this week. But if you guys are with your clients, and if you're looking at raw land, you guys can do this and help them dream. Or once again, if you're at a listing appointment and something needs to be fixed and the seller's willing to do that, Same thing, insert the picture and then help them kind of come up with a good plan of what this needs to look like so we can sell it. That's all. You're able to do that all within AI and within ChatGPT. I always say that once you understand AI, you wake up with 30 more IQ points. Like that's just. I don't know all of these things myself, but I have a partner that does. And that's how I've kind of treated it. So I know it's easy for us to resist it. I would say give it a chance, buy it, and understand how you can utilize it for your business.
What do you pay per month for like the premium version?
It's $20 a month.
Yeah, it's cheap.
The time saved is unreal. I used it yesterday. I had a massive inspection. And I just uploaded it and said, give me all these repairs in a bulleted list. And I double checked it to make sure, because I was like, spot on, everything, and it was like roof, this, that, done. I'm like, that just saved me an hour.
Yeah,
I mean, I've heard inspection companies that prior to the inspection, they send them, hey, you have. This big of a house built in this time range, here's what you can kind of expect
Yeah.
sometimes at home inspection.
Right.
It's not scary, so it's correct.
it is. It's crazy. And yes, I think it's worth every penny that I spent. For how much I use it. Alright, what do I do to get this back? The full screen.
Slideshow up there behind yours, little.
Okay, that's not right. Where you got the shirt, yep.
Alright, thank you. Alright. Lexi, round of applause for Lexi.
I did not know that Justin was doing this, and I'm going to put a little cog in the machine here, because we are gonna talk about Gemini.
That's great. I love that.
For a minute, so, everybody, I should know, everybody has a KW email.
Yep.
Comes with Google Workplace, comes with unlimited drive access, all of that kind of stuff. One of the things that now means, since they have rolled this out to us, is that you guys all have access to Gemini, so. Ignore my email, if you guys are in your email or in Drive or anything, and you hit the, some people call it a hamburger, I call it 9 dots, I don't know what the technical term of it is. You hit this little menu button up here, and then scroll down just a little bit, Gemini is right there. Super easy, that's how you get into Gemini, is through that. You can then bookmark it from here. But this is gonna look a lot like, once you get in here, it's gonna look a lot like ChatGPT. Okay, but this is so this is Google's AI chatbot. It is free with your KW email, so you don't have to worry about the monthly membership to ChatGPT Plus. But it's gonna do essentially pretty much everything ChatGPT did. I think they used ChatGPT to help build this that you're seeing here.
Is this
So-
equivalent to like the $20 a month version?
It should be.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it says you're a pro member.
Yeah, because of the access that you get through your KW email, it's the pro version of Gemini.
Let's go.
So everything should be the same, you can create canvas, you can upload images. Deep research, video, you can add files, so one of the things that. We've been talking about lately, because of the MREA series, is uploading your KPA. In here and asking AI to analyze your KPA and give you. Blank, right? So here is my KPA, give me my, or determine my, lead gen style. And it'll look you, based on your KPA, it'll give you lead generation activities that. You would do well at based on your KPA and those type of things, right? Like on the leadership side, we've used it to like give me my recruiting style, right? So you can do any of those kinds of things, you can download the market report out of Flex and upload it and ask it to analyze the market for you, like you can do so much with AI. In addition to what he's talked about, so everything that he talked about today using ChatGPT for, you can use Gemini for, and you don't have to pay for the monthly pro.
Yeah.
Subscription side of it, so. There's a lot of really good stuff in here, give it a shot, if you're not an AI person, I would start with this, since you have it for free. If you're a diehard ChatGPT, give Gemini a shot, and if you like it, stop paying for ChatGPT. I mean, it's free to you guys, like I said, it should be pretty awesome. I mean, this is a Google product, this isn't a KW product, you get it through your KW email, but it's not a KW product, it is. A Google product. The other option, since we're talking AI, which again, this wasn't necessarily planned, because I didn't know that we were talking AI today. But in your command. Hopefully it lets me run it today, we'll see. You're giving me comment. Yeah, okay, in your command, it has moved, it used to be down here in the bottom right. But you have what we call quick, which is KWIQ, which is KW's AI version. This AI has been fed the MREA, SHIP, One Thing, all of the KWRI kind of publications. And you can do a lot of the same things here. Now, I would use this more for create me a listing description, you know what I mean, like those type of things, because it's been fed the MRA, but you've got some sample prompts here. What number should I tag my business? What steps should I take to refine my value proposition? Write one sentence social media post inspired by the one thing. What are the steps to hosting the best open house? Write a social media post for our teams are hiring. What should I post on social media to engage more buyers? Those type of things. So lead generation stuff, social media stuff, anything super specific that the MRA is kind of along the same lines of SHIP. Quick is gonna be a really great option to you. Quick is learning as KW agents are using it, it's learning. So when you get a response from Quick, it's gonna give you like a little feedback option. Give it feedback. Yeah, this was a great response. This had absolutely nothing to do with the prompt that I put in there. Like, give it feedback so that it will learn, so that it'll get better. It's not gonna get better unless we help it get better, just like any other AI. So you guys have a lot of free AI resources at your fingertips, whether it be Gemini through your KW email or whether it be Quick through command. But use it. Like Justin just gave you a whole bunch of really great examples of things to use AI for. So use it. If a concern while he was going through this was I don't have GPT Pro or I can't afford GPT Pro, use Gemini, okay? And like I said, even if you're already in ChatGPT, give Gemini a chance. See if you like it, hate it for whatever reason. ChatGPT will always be there, right? So really great AI options that are provided through all of your stuff. Since I have time, I know that this has kind of been a little bit repetitive because we kind of keep going over this during all of our tech tips, but I keep getting more answers about it and in different ways, so I'm gonna spend just a little bit more time in your websites today for just a couple minutes, if you guys don't mind. One, I don't think I've done a tech tip about websites since they have kind of updated the website applet. So bottom left applet in your command is your website applet. Again, this might look different depending on when the last time you came in here. This is what it looks like now. Your marketing profile, if you guys didn't know, has moved. Your marketing profile is no longer, we used to have to click on your name, settings, connect settings, marketing profile, then that would be where you would insert all of your information that would feed your website. It is now in your website applet, so it is moved. So we have two things here. We have manage website, which we'll come back to. You've got this launch website. So from here, you can click this and it will launch your website, just like a consumer typed it in or clicked on it on Google or on social posts. And then you've got copy URL. So you can click here, copy your website URL, you can paste it into whatever it is that you want to do. And then we've got manage settings up here. Now manage settings is where your marketing profile has moved to, okay? So we want to change our email address, we want to change our headshot, we want to upload a logo or delete a logo. We now have a new credential, we're now an ABR certified, if you want to add that, you can do that here. Here's your bio, if you haven't used ChatGPT to create your bio yet, do that. That'd be a great exercise for going through AI, is ask it to create you, this is the keyword, an optimized bio for your website. Optimized is super important, it makes it think in terms of SEO or rankings and all that kind of stuff while it's creating your bio. Legal footer compliance reminder, state of Kentucky does not require a legal footer. However, as a CYA, a cover your butt, we do suggest that your legal footer text says each office is independently owned and operated. Again, Kentucky does not require a legal footer, so you're fine. For those of you that are working on your NMLS certification, highly suggest that once you are licensed, you are ready to go, you take full advantage of this legal footer. So my suggestion, and I can walk you through this is what I did for my mom when she got her NMLS. I uploaded the Keller Home Loans logo, the Equal Housing logo, the Realtor logo, and the Keller Williams Commonwealth logo. Now, the Keller Williams Commonwealth logo is already gonna be on there everywhere, but equal identification across the board, right? And then in the legal footer text here, I did equal housing statement, and then I did NMLS number, her NMLS number, and then I did KHL's NMLS number, and then did Keller Home Loans' national mortgage number. This is gonna put that on every single web page that you have throughout your entire website, regardless of what's on it. So if we get to a blog post about funding options, or we create a page about funding options, even though it should also be on that page somewhere, it's at the bottom. No matter where we're at, we've met the NMLS compliance guidelines for representation of all the different logos. So this, for those, because I know there's 3 or 4 of you in the room that are working on that, so highly recommend taking advantage of this once you are licensed to do that. Social links, referral link, this is your app link, forced registration, if you wanna change how many listings somebody can view before they have to create a login. And then your subdomain, we created subdomains for you guys when we onboarded you, depending on when we onboarded you, some of you guys have been around for a little bit longer than that. You guys don't have to use the URL that we created for you if you don't want to. If you guys are going through a rebrand and you wanna change it. If you wanna look at it from a little bit more of a tactical SEO situation and change it to something like Kentucky Home Search or Lexington Home Search or Kentucky Home Finder or anything like that, you guys can do that. Caveat to this is if you already have business card with your current URL on that, keep that in mind that that URL is no longer valid once you change it here. Okay, but if you wanted to change your URL to something else, you can do that here. Key on all of these, once you make that change, before you move into the next tab, make sure that you hit the publish or save button that's at the bottom of your screens, okay? The other thing that I got a question on last week that I wanted to walk you guys through. If you guys click into manage website, again, reminder, this little design studio is where you can change your themes, you can change your colors, your fonts, your button selections, all that kind of stuff. But then if you come up into export mode, this is where your actual website editor is. This is Brightspot, who we use to host all of your guys' websites. Somebody asked a question about creating a contact me page to use for directing Facebook ads, or anytime you just, all you want is just an information gathering piece, and that's literally all you want, you can use that to create on your website, we can create a contact me page. So I already have a couple different options here. I've got a landing page, which reminder, landing page doesn't show in the menu. I have to have the URL to get to a landing page. Or you can create a custom page which will show up in your menu of your website, right? So this is super easy. You're just gonna create custom or landing depending on what you wanna do. And it's gonna pop up, oops, sorry, hold on, I'm in my. I clicked the wrong one. Hold on. False alarm, 1 second. What's going on? It's gonna pop up when you first select listing or landing. It's not gonna have any page contents down here, so just pretend that there's nothing right there for the moment. But you're gonna give it a page title and an internal name. This is what's gonna make your URL, so don't throw something in there like, contact me today so that I can find you the perfect home. In your page title or your internal name, because that's gonna make this like crazy long URL. You want it to be something semi-short. Anytime you put a space in here, it's gonna put a dash in your URL as you're making it. Page heading's up to you. That's gonna be like, if you wanted it to say contact me today, but have like a background image on it, that would be a background image right here. If you wanted to kind of make it a little bit fancier. But then all we're gonna have to do to get this contact form is you're gonna hit add module. And then you're gonna scroll all the way down till you get your list of words. In your list of words, you're gonna click form. And it's gonna pop that module in. You're gonna click this little caret thing and hit default agent contact title. And that's it. That's all you need to do to add a contact form here. And it's gonna look like this. Once you put that in there, you're just gonna hit publish. Now you've got a contact page on your website. Okay. So this is a super easy one for just like a generic landing page for gathering contact information. All of this feeds straight into your command. You'll get a notification on it, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so just another example of what you can do with your custom pages or your landing pages. Remember your listing landing pages. Remember not to share a Zillow link or a Flex link on social media. Make sure that you're using your website when you're doing that. So, any questions on any of that? Got a lot of website stuff lately, sorry guys. Okay. Yeah.
Yay. Tristan told me I have to be nice. Alright,
Oh,
we're gonna start with our beliefs. So, something that has been a real struggle in my world. Over like the last 2.5 weeks, is how people are treating me. And I feel like over the last 5 months, I've done a pretty good job at letting you all know, and the vast majority of you out in the field, that I know what I'm doing. I can do a good job, I can be responsive. I feel like that's a pretty good starting point. I make mistakes. There is a possibility that something doesn't go right. There's a possibility I've had issues where the check comes in and the check is for a certain amount, and the commission request identified that, and I didn't catch that there was some sort of adjustment in the paperwork, so an adjustment wasn't caught, we can go back and fix those things. But the biggest thing here is that on our belief system, it says communication is one of them, and it says seek first to understand. And so it would really make my day a lot better and our interaction if people approached me with a request for understanding instead of calling me and yelling at me.
so treat you with the same respect we do our clients.
That would be a good
Yeah.
analysis there.
Yeah.
So I hate to say it, but y'all rely on me heavily. Like your whole business, your ability to get paid is based on giving me the documents to make the payment, your giving me the checks, creating the opportunity and the commission request. And you have to take responsibility for what is being submitted. And so if something does go wrong, we can figure it out. We can make adjustments, we can adjust even the payment side of it, and it'll be okay. But coming and attacking me because of errors that were made on another end is not very polite doing business approach. And so I'm requesting politely that we go back to our belief systems and that we work together as a team so that everything in your business runs smoothly. And I will happily explain how things are working if things aren't adding up on your end. But if everybody gets nicer.
You ever tell them to call you back? They're ready to discuss it. And
You're holding my breath. I don't create boundaries well, I don't, I just accept it. And some people did call and apologize, so that made me feel better, but it's been a rough couple of weeks here. And we had an amazing month in the money realm, so. I know you guys were out there writing more, closing more, doing a lot more work, and I'm sure that creates a big stressor. But understand that I'm here to help you and I'm happy to help you. And it would just go better if you were also nice to me in that process.
Right.
I have a quiz though, for somebody who wants to earn a gift card for listening to my plea for help.
Do we need to, we're gonna keep score. This is happening.
Oh, I only have one question.
Oh.
Aw. If we have multiple people who know the answer, I'll put your names into a hat and draw who the right answer is. I have a tiebreaker. Let's do the tiebreaker first, and then if we still have that, then we'll. What is the timeline from the accepted offer to putting your commission request into command? Does anybody know? John,
24 hours.
it is not. Oh, I would love that, but it is not. Anyone else?
I don't put them on there.
72 hours.
That is the answer.
Yes.
That's what I'm.
It's not 2 hours after.
Come on.
I mean, I would pay if you do, if you wanna close at 8 and get it in by 10, I'll pay it the next day.
She was checking on that.
You.
ET.
Here was my bonus question.
Not always true.
What you do, actually, everybody in this room gives. Everybody in this room gives me everything within a few hours. But John communicates, that's the difference, John will communicate with me. So instead of having me send you emails every single day, hey, you're still not compliant, hey, you're still not compliant, hey, you're still not compliant. Come back to me and say, we can't do the final walkthrough because there was a lease back agreement, so we'll have that later, and then we can know how to work together on that. But bonus was, from the time of closing, how long do you have to get all of your documents into command and through compliance?
24 hours.
24 hours.
John.
And then,
Oh, that's what I thought you asked the first time.
but yeah, communication. Open communication helps, I understand your world, I've done a lot of real estate transactions, I understand your side of things. I can work with you, I'm not black and white, but I can't work with you if you don't talk to me. And when you talk to me, please dance.
Great.
That's my MCA, I'll have a nicer MCA moments going forward.
So I was thinking about that. I was like 2.5 weeks ago, what happened? Oh, that's when I got here. I was like, God, say something.
No, it wasn't you. I don't know, it was just something in the air, everybody feeling the pressure to get their closings through, I don't know, but
Yeah, so
there was high pressure.
I'm gonna get to this in just a second. I just realized for some of you may not know who I am. So I'm Justin Johnson, I'm the team leader for the office now. I have a production background, so was in sales and real estate, doing good, producing. But I get my fulfillment from helping people build businesses and helping them change their life. The other thing you should know about me is I will challenge every system, whether I'm in a consulting appointment with you and your business. You're gonna hear me say why a lot. And same thing with this role, as I'm stepping into this role, I'm looking at the different systems we have in place and understanding our value proposition to the agents and saying why this, why that. And then I will take action. That's what's helped me so far get here, is taking extreme action. And fix things that I think need to be fixed, or consult with Kelly, Bo, and Tara on certain things. And the same thing though, whenever I'm consulting you in your business, you have a system, I'm gonna say why. Just tell me why, and then I'll challenge you again on it and again. But I think always asking that deeper why helps you kind of unfold why you're doing something. Is it due to comfort, or is it due to a strategy that you have in place? Anyways, I'm really excited to get to know you all a little bit better. Super excited about this though. Ignite is back. August 18th to September 15th, star-studded lineup. Right there. We got a couple of long guys on there. So you see Steve, got. Right. Look at that on a wig. But no, I'm really excited about Ignite. For those of you who don't know, the average agent, sells 4 houses. The average agent on Ignite, it's an Ignite, does 16, deals. So we're super excited about that. We do have votes available for $50, for an Ignite vote. So that's what we're really gonna be teaching out of. So get you one if you're gonna be here, and please come to that. We want your business to thrive and we want you guys to be doing well. Bull right around the corner, I know those here, he's screaming from the rooftops. This is his baby. I believe Bowl is 11 transactions that you get out of the Bowl program. That dates back to like the late 1940s, I think, not kidding, I think it's like the 90s. Is that, so Bowl, starting at the end of September. Calendar. This is a beautiful calendar with watermelons all over it. From Haley. So once again, I mean, you can just scan the code, we have it posted all over the office, but the big event is. Mega Camp is coming up next week, so most of us will be out of the office doing that.
There's no team.
Yeah, there's no team meeting next week.
Yes, due to that.
Yep.
So if you're going, have fun. If you're not, it's also normal state.
You can also watch, they live stream some of the sessions from Mega Camp. So if you're not going, try to check out some of the live streams, some of them are free, so.
I know. Alright. Anything else?
Yeah. Oh, so as an incentive for you to show up and tell your friends, there are 2 lotto tickets paid to random 2 seats in this room.
John.
Did you really get early?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nobody was in this seat.
That's usually my.
Oh, sorry.
Sit in another seat.
Of the time.
Is there another one? Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Alright, show me the funny. Thank you all so much for coming, things wise, just had somebody today. Once again, if you all need me, my office is over there, I'll always be happy if you would get it, thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Great.
That was all the money. I can tell it.
Oh, yeah, you won't see me for a while.
Right. Thank you for coming. Tell everyone else, all your. Take out the street, or get out there, see this.